What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Just watched the HBO telecast of Wladimir Klitschko versus Kubrat Pulev, and not much of a post fight because it was an absolute domination on behalf of Wladimir Klitschko. Props to him. He was able to win the fight via fifth round knockout in spectacular fashion. So, just to break down the fight for those of you who haven't seen it, it was just an utter demolition of Pulev. He tried, he was game, he was tough, he battled, he got back off the canvas, but it just wasn't good enough. Klitschko looked real good in there. He came out in the first round clinching, and he was just landing missiles, just missiles. In the first round, he knocked down Pulev 2 times, and the second one was more so like residual effect from the first knockout, or knockdown, excuse me. And he showed the willingness to want to continue competing. Tony Weeks was the ref, and Weeks didn't look like he was close to stopping the fight or anything like that. And then as the fight progressed, it was just more or less Klitschko doing what he needed to do, using his height, using his size. He was landing clearly the better punches. I thought personally Pulev was rabbit punching a lot. That's the thing. Klitschko is a big motherfucker. He's 6'6", 6'7", and he knows what tools he has, and he uses them very well. He takes that Emmanuel Stewart training, now carried on by Jonathan Banks, and he sticks to the game plan. The game plan is to use his height, use his size, use his strength, and make it more of an outside fight, clinch when you have to. And until someone can crack that, like just show him no respect or just have vicious power and accuracy and land, you know what I mean? That's why he's been so dominant. So Dr. Steelhammer did his thing. He was able to get the stoppage in the fifth round. And the thing I like about it is I like when I see a champion face some level of adversity, whether it's Pacquiao when he got his eye cut versus Eric Morales in the first fight. Mayweather, when he fought Maidana the first fight, he was in there with a big puncher and a bigger Maidana, and he got that cut that was like obstructing his vision or whatnot, and then he battled through that. Same thing with Klitschko. Klitschko, he actually ate some good shots right before he got the knockout, and he just did his thing. He's held on, stuck to the game plan, used his size, his jab, kept it at range, at distance. It was really the most entertaining Klitschko fight that I've seen in quite some time, because some of these other people like Lepai and guys like that, they didn't really come with a good game plan to fight. They were much shorter than him. They didn't throw enough punches. Pulev was considered a person that could trouble him, and you could tell he came to fight. It's just he was overmatched by Klitschko, who's far more experienced. He was bigger and taller, and he just had no answers. Pulev had no answers, but he looked like he was game and he wanted to. It just was a battle of attrition. He just couldn't compete with Klitschko in that regard. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good performance. Klitschko looked good. He did what he had to do, and he used the things that are his advantages. And I like that his opponent just didn't come to lie down. You could tell he was game. I don't know. He started doing some weird shit after the first knockdown in the first round. He did the flamingo drunken monkey, like he tried to do the Danielson Ralph Macchio. He stood on one foot, I guess, to fake like he wasn't really hurt, but you could tell he was clearly hurt, and he just came off of a knockdown. It wasn't a flash knockdown. You really got dropped. So I never understood that. I understand pride, but some fighters, they try to pretend in front like they're not hurt. The world knows you're hurt, motherfucker. You doing the flamingo Karate Kid shit is not fooling us. We know you're hurt. But that was kind of weird on Pulev's behalf. And like I said, Klitschko, he was composed, didn't really get too antsy. At this point, I don't know. I mean, Shannon Briggs is really making a case for himself just with the entertainment value, trying to get the fight. I mean, I like Shannon Briggs, what he's doing, the WWE type of approach, but I think Klitschko would be too much for him. He already lost to a Klitschko, Vlad's brother. I mean, I guess you could entertain that fight just to get him off your back because he's like harassing you and stalking you and showing up and shit like that. Or just fight one of the top Americans. Bryant Jennings, I don't think he's ready for this type of fight with this type of fighter. I could be wrong. I don't know if he has the destructive power to fuck with that and you know what I mean, to give him problems. So, I mean, I really want to see Klitschko against like a Deontay Wilder, Bermane Stavern winner if they fight, or either one of those dudes. Andy Ruiz would be a good fight. Just, I mean, Amir Mansour, if he gets maybe a couple more notable wins or gets a belt or some shit. But Klitschko, he's been doing his thing. He's been reigning for, I think, like 9 years. He has tons of fights, like 52, 53 now, knockouts. So He's doing his thing. Let me know if anyone can beat Klitschko in your opinion if you watch this fight. I'm sure HBO will replay it. You can probably catch it on YouTube or some shit at some point. But entertaining stuff. I liked it a lot better than the Lepai fight, I think, which was Klitschko's last fight. That was garbage. But Pulev, he tried. It just wasn't good enough. Let me know what you guys think if you watched it. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.